What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Valentine's World. This is gonna be story time and sip wine with me. So this video, a lot of little stories, combined them into one. So the first time me and Dre hooked up and I was still in the closet. I remember her coming from Milwaukee and she went to Appleton, which is 30 minutes from Green Bay, because I didn't want to be seen. I was still in the closet. Dre was, we met up at a hotel. I drove to meet her. I was so scared, guys. This is the hotel. This is McDonald's gas stations. I drove past the hotel, went to McDonald's, went to the bathroom, looked in the mirror, got back in my car and was like, what am I doing? I was so nervous. Like, oh my goodness. So I called her. I went back to the hotel and I parked. I waited like 5 minutes. Then I called her and I said I'm downstairs. She came downstairs to get my bags and I was so nervous. I was so nervous. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, am I really doing this? She seemed like she was just so like she is so used to it. You know what I'm saying? She ain't nervous and this and that. She was so freaking nervous. She admitted it to me. It was like, I was so nervous too. So we both was nervous. We talked and all that. We went to the store. She rented the room for 2 days. She rented it for a third day. I had to go to work. She wanted me to stay a third day, but I was like, I can't. I gotta go to work. I'll pay you what they paying you if you stay today. And I'm like, no, I'm going to work. So I went to work. I left. And she stayed another night. We was at a Walmart all the way in Appleton. And I'm thinking I'm hiding. And guess what? Somebody recognized me. Who it was? I have the slightest idea. I did not look. We walking and all of a sudden I hear, Valentine. I said, are you freaking kidding me? I'm walking with Dre at the time. Valentine, baby, don't do this to me. I sped up so fast. Walking past Dre, was gone. Like, I was shaking. You know how your body, in the inside of your body, you just be shaking when something happened or you nervous. That's how it was. I walked so fast past Dre. Dre was checking out. I went to the car. I was like, give me your car keys. I'll just go wait for you in the car. I ain't really want her to know that I was real nervous like that, but she knew. So she gave me the keys. I went and sat in the car. I'm looking, trying to see that I recognize whoever was calling. Dre was laughing so hard when she came to the car, talking about how I was ran up out of there. Talking about, so I was doing track, trying to get up out the store. I wasn't running that fast. I wasn't even running. I was walking. It was so fun. Right now today, she just still teased me to call my name. I don't even know who it was. I just know they said Valentine, and I'm like, wait a minute. Who in the hell is this? And it was a dude. I did not turn around. I kept walking. I was just incognito. I was like in the closet so bad, guys, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't take it anymore. She would take me to restaurants, and at the time I would have her to take me out of town to go on a date because I didn't want to be seen. She didn't meet my kids right away. She used to come up like 2 hours from Green Bay, or hour and 45 minutes. We'll go like out to eat somewhere like out of town, or we'll go sit at a park. One time we went to go sit at a park and it was like 1, 2 in the morning. She had to be at work at 7 in the morning. I did not let her come to my house. I felt so bad. I wasn't ready for her to meet my kids. We stayed at the park. We stayed at the park so long that I was dozing off. She was dozing off and I felt so bad. Like, as I think about it right now, one time we went to Chicago, and even though we was in Chicago, guys, which is so many hours away, I have family in Chicago. We went out to eat. I had her to take me to Gary, Indiana, so I wouldn't be seen. I know, so freaking crazy. I was doing too much. We rented a room in Gary, Indiana. I was in Gary, Indiana wearing shades. Like, who the hell gonna see me? I was in shades, being incognito. Let me tell y'all, I didn't have for long. After doing all of that, I was just doing too much hiding. I felt like I was creeping around and I was too grown for that, you know? Boy, if you don't... You go in first, I go in second. Being in the closet, not me. Because I'm outspoken and I do what I want to do. I'm not gonna play around, play these little games, hide here, hide there. So what I did, I told my sister first. And I was like, you know, because they knew Dre, mutual friends. I told my family that, you know, I was dating. Because I told Dre I'm not comfortable with coming out. Are you okay with waiting? She was like, yeah, that's fine. I'll wait. It's not like that. She made sure I was comfortable. She was like, it's up to you when you ready to come out. The next week, I was like, you know what? I'm tired of hiding. I'm grown. I got my own place, but I couldn't bring her to my house because my mom stayed upstairs for me at the time because we had a duplex. She was up, I was down. If Dre came over, she'll see her car in the driveway, or she'll see her, period, you know. So I was like, I'm just tired of hiding, you know. I think I would have hid longer if my mom didn't stay upstairs for me, to be honest. I told my sister, and then I told my mom, and my mom was like, okay. Like, she didn't have a problem with it. She was just like, okay. And my sister, she couldn't believe who it was, so she was like, wait. You mean blah 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 Dre? Believe it. She just couldn't believe that I was messing with Dre and I had a girlfriend. She was just like, huh? But she ain't tripped like, what? Ugh, nothing like that. She was just like, what? You know? Yeah, so it took me like, I would say like probably 3 weeks to come out. I dibble and dab before Dre with a female, but I wasn't ready to come out. Like, I wasn't ready to, like, I guess be in a relationship with that person, because that person did want to be in a relationship with me, and I was like, no. I remember one time we went out to Perkins, and I was with my sisters and Dre. The people I used to go to church with walked up into the restaurant. It wasn't the pastor or anything, but you know, they was pretty tight. You know, they was pretty close with the pastor. It's funny now, but it was bad. I remember walking up in there and seeing them, speaking to them, and like walking fast. Even Dre like behind me, like, oh, I don't want them to find out that, you know, I'm with Dre. I remember her. She sensed that, and she knew what I was doing. She was like, what the, like, what are you doing? Why you acting like you too ashamed? Y'all see my picture? I painted that. That's me. She was, you too ashamed to be seen with me? And I'm like, what? Now at the time, guys, we had just got together, and I wasn't like fully comfortable with being out, letting everybody see. When we went home, I was like, I can't do this. I went to go get my nails done. It was a way for me to get away from her. We were staying together at this point. She had moved in with me. I remember coming back to the house, and we was talking. Like, she had packed up her stuff because, you know, I'm telling her like I ain't, and she like, wait a minute too, because she don't know which direction, because she like, is this gonna be a little fade? Am I wasting my time? She had packed up, but she didn't pack up everything, but she had packed up some of her stuff. I had came back home, we went somewhere and sat at the park and started talking, because we never like discuss our problem in front of kids. But they knew what was going on. They sensed it, and I think Dre was telling them her goodbyes and all that kind of stuff. We went to go talk, and we worked it out. We didn't break up or anything. Now I'm so comfortable. We go to church together. It's just at that point in time, I wasn't comfortable. Just give you my experience. Like, I'm not used to hiding anything or being like on the down low or the low and all that. I'm very open-minded and outspoken and real. That's what it is. I'm just so real that I had to be real with myself. To my kids, they already knew I had to introduce them again as my girlfriend type thing. They liked her. My last son, which is 13, he gave Dre the eye, like he had to peep her out. He wasn't like, you know, he had to get a feel. He used to look at her, kind of mug her, and, you know, trying to see what she about, I guess, before he gave his approval. But I'm the type of person, if my kids ain't in it and they ain't feeling it and they ain't feeling you, or they getting a different vibe, I ain't finna rock with it. It's all about my kids. I'm not gonna rock. My kids is my everything, and my kids come first. You know, God come first, then my kids, as far as a relationship. But they like, you know, I used to always peep and know how my kids reacted to her. And one day she came to visit, and my young like literally ran and hopped on her, and I was like, okay, this the real deal. Like, he like, if no one told you today, I love you, you're beautiful, you're pretty, you're gorgeous, you all of those. I don't care who you are. We always need to hear that sometimes. Thank y'all for tuning in. And if things ain't going right in your life, guess what? You're probably your own enemy. So stay true to yourself and stay real. Deuces.